Okay, welcome back. Today, I want to give you a brief on what we're gonna do on the tutorial. So basically, first of all, just I added some new content. So then try to make sure to clone the repository again. So I can show you right now. So I create, click new, go to terminal. I assume you are familiar with Paperspace and notebooks. I create two videos on that, so you can follow up on that. Here we go to a terminal, and then I type bash and I ls and I see what's happening was here, and then I go to ZD storage. Right, then I already have a deep learning repository. I'm gonna right now remove it. RM, this one, deep learning, because RM minus RF deep learning. Actually, you can go through the UI, Jupyter UI, and delete it. And then I get a fresh copy of my repository. You can click this button, clone or download, and get this URL. I'll put a direct link to this URL. It's easy. Git clone and copy that. So now we will have like a clean, fresh copy of my deep learning repository with the new content. So let me go through what we're gonna do. Right, first we will go through a hello world tutorial. So it's a very simple classifier where you can where we can differentiate between cats and dogs. So it's very simple. We're gonna run that and see how it works. That's why it's really nice to have your own instance of Jupyter Notebook, so then we can do it together. We can even upload images and see. This is pretty basic stuff, and the real cool thing is you can do this in a few minutes. It's that simple, and there's no magic here. Like just few simple code, like and then we're gonna do something like this. All right, after that we're gonna do something called inference. So basically, so with deep learning we create a model, and then we export that model. So basically we run everything inside the GPU, very powerful machine, and but we don't use a powerful machine for the actual prediction. So we get a pre-trained model and then use it inside a less powerful machine, like something with the CPU. Of course, we use a machine with the CPU, or maybe a simple machine like Raspberry Pi, and then use that model to do actual prediction. So that's the interesting thing. You have a powerful machine, you train stuff, and then use a less powerful machine to do the actual prediction. So that's we're gonna try out here. This is the exact same thing with the exported model, trained model. Then after that, we're gonna try something a little bit complex. Here so let me open that. Here we're trying to detect 10 different vehicles with about like 95% accuracy using the same methodology we use for differentiate between cats and dogs. So for that one, I created like a data set, just downloading some Google images. Few years ago, I did this a few years ago. So I simply reuse that, and so basically we have like a different setup images with different vehicle types, and then we can do accuracy up like 95, 96, something like that. And then I'm going to show you the actual processes of like how we can analyze the result of the model, and then how we can have identified the top losses and what are the failures in our model, how we can detect them, and maybe another way to how to clean this data. So we have like, so we cannot expect everything to be perfect, these images. So we might have to do cleaning. So I'm going to go through most of the stuff in the class. Yeah, that's it. That's what I trying to cover, but I'm quite not sure we can cover all these things within an hour, but let's try to do it. So that's the idea. And yeah, so after that, if you have some time, I'm gonna share the actual framework I'm using, Fast AI. So I get a brief introduction and how it works and why it's the one of the best tool out there. And of course you can even Google it, and it's a really good one. And see you there on the tutorial. I think we can do something very interesting.